It's the Joe Show with me, Joe. It's Motivation Monday. Time to get this week started.
It's the Joe Show.
Feeling motivated to get motivated this week? Let's do it. The razor blade is sharp but can't cut a tree. Wait, it can't? Are you sure about that? The axe is strong but it can't cut hair. Wait a second. Are we positive about that? Everyone is important according to their own unique purpose. Never look down on someone unless you're admiring their shoes. Yo, those shoes got me in a big mood, fam. I see what we're going for here, but I like what this meme is trying to tell us, that everyone's got their own unique place with their own skill set for each unique situation, and that we shouldn't judge people or look down on them unless we're admiring their shoes. And seriously, check out your friend's shoes, because their shoes might be flyer than you remember. We're getting real on this second one. It says, since getting sober 4 years ago, I've been setting aside a portion of my money that I would spend on alcohol each month to treat myself to a new computer. Today is the day that I finally saved enough to buy it. Only took 4 years to get there, but now he's got a slick MacBook Air. At least it looks like a male hand, so I'm gonna go with he's got a slick MacBook Air. I like to think that this guy 4 years ago looked at an empty whiskey bottle and thought that's gonna be a MacBook Air. And then every time he wanted a drink for the next 4 years, he would instead put some savings away inside that bottle. And then just this week, he took that bottle, that filled bottle, with his savings and his dreams over to the Genius Bar and requested a MacBook Air and told him that he was going to pay for it with this Jack Daniels bottle. And the guy looked at him and said, it doesn't take a genius to know you can't pay for this computer with that bottle of alcohol. And he said, wait, just wait. Sir, inside this bottle are my hopes and dreams for this computer. The guy looked at him with a blank look on his face. And then my man here, Mr. Diver, are you okay? On Reddit. He grabbed that whiskey bottle. He looked down on it, looked at the guy, and then spiked it down on the ground in a shower of coins and dollars and said, today is the day. Jackpot, that MacBook Air is mine. And then he grabbed it and walked out of the store, fist pumping along the way. That's the reason, says this picture of a beak-faced person looking at a flower. So why am I growing so slowly? The flower is asking. They told me I have such potential and it's missing. They can't see that beneath the surface on the inside where it really counts, the roots have taken hold and they've spread into so much potential. It's just sucking up the knowledge till one day, very soon, it's about to pop. And that sad beak-faced man is going to be blown away at the vibrancy of that flower, which it has so much potential to become. Don't doubt that slow growth, because all those roots are taking hold and your time is just around the corner. This next one spoke to me because I got a friend who's actually practicing to become a better artist, and this says, 1 year of drawing, felt like I wasn't improving lately, but I found some of the first drawings I did when I decided to learn how to draw and got motivated again. Keep all your drawings. On the left-hand side, we see January 2020. It looks like this Reddit poster took their kids' drawings and slapped January 2020 on it. Just embarrassing. And then on the right hand side, we've got November 2020 with a very realistic drawing of a human face here. Much better. You got shading, you got contouring, you got lines, you got form. It's amazing how much that this person improved in just under a year, from January to November. If you need some motivation, you look at that and save your progress along the way. I can go back in time and look at my older videos on this channel and already see an improvement from me trying to upload one video a day. The editing's better, the sound is better, everything about it is better. So track your progress, look back at your old stuff, and get remotivated to keep on going. If you know me lately, you know that I got an agenda against social media. I am not a big fan of it. I think it is dividing more than it is uniting. And Mark Norman over here is saying social media is like looking in the fridge over and over. You know there's nothing good, but you check it so many times that eventually you start consuming things that you don't even like. How true is that? You keep looking at social media, hoping for that next hit of dopamine, only to see things that you start comparing yourself to or that make you unhappy. You think it's going to be a happy time. You think you're going to see your friend succeeding and be happy for him, but you're not. You're just seeing all the people that you don't follow or that you just follow on social media being successful and showing you a fake version of their life to make you feel bad about yourself. So stop consuming social media, just like you don't go to the refrigerator and eat all the candy at night because you know it's not good for you. Stop looking in the refrigerator. Nothing's changed. Stop looking at the feed. Nothing has changed. Focus on your life and improving your life. Social media ain't it.
Focus on the good. Peace and love, man.
You ain't a baby, but I'm about to give you a formula. The formula for success. What is the secret of success, you might ask? It's the right decisions. But how do you make the right decisions? Oh, experience. But how do you gain experience? Making the wrong decisions. That's what life is all about, trying and failing at things, because that failure is actually wisdom, that failure is actually experience, and that failure is actually translated into the right decisions in the future. So fail, my friend, fail often, make those wrong decisions, gain that experience, and make the right decision in the future. That was a tasty formula. We got a little motivation cartoon here. You know how much I like motivation cartoons. First panel says,
What grade did you get?
and the girl says,
I got an A.
and then the boy says,
Really? Boy, I'd hate to be you. I got a C.
and the girl says,
Why on earth would you rather get a C than an A?
and the boy finally says,
I find my life is a lot easier the lower I keep everyone's expectations.
This one actually hits me hard because I feel like lately everyone has had high expectations of me, and I even have high expectations of myself. And because I have those high expectations of myself, and because those other people have high expectations of me, I'm not meeting those expectations, and they're usually unspoken. No one comes up to you and tells you their expectations, or very rarely does that happen. And so because I don't know those expectations, because they're so high, I'm not hitting that A. I'm only hitting a B or a C at best. So I gotta help myself by setting everyone's expectations of me a little bit lower so then I can come in under the radar and maybe I can get that A later. But in the meantime, I gotta be okay with that C, and I need them to be okay with me having that C because we're all on a path to be better, and sometimes you gotta settle for a C before you can get that A.
Keep the expectations low.
We've had this one before. Your mind is where you stay at most of the time. Make sure it's a good place to be. But I like this illustration. Whoever made it, it's pretty cool. Maybe it's the poster, maybe it's someone else. But it's a neat one, and we could actually make it for ourselves. We could take a picture like that of ourselves and then take another picture and Photoshop ourselves inside of it. If you want to motivate yourself and have a little self-motivation, I encourage you to make a meme of yourself like this and send it to me so that I can show it on this channel. We got another motivation cartoon. It's two robots. It says,
It's amazing how even small improvements can produce significant gains. For example, a 1% improvement made 100 times can make things 100% better. That is why I plan to wear 100 scarves this winter time. Yeah.
this robot actually needs to wear less scarves, dude. If he wears 100 scarves, he's gonna totally overheat his system, and then he ain't gonna be able to compute. And as we know here, we always end with a video, and this video says best advice for starting a business. And as someone who starts businesses, I gotta know what this is.
The hardest thing to do is start. You have all these ideas, and everyone has an idea,
Yeah,
but it's
not
really
wrong.
about executing the idea and building the idea and attracting other people to help you work on the idea. That is the biggest challenge. But the way to begin is to get the idea out of your head, draw it out, talk about it, program it if you're a programmer, or make it if you're building something.
So I don't know who that dude is, but he's not wrong. Ideas are a dime a dozen. They live in a place called make-believe land. Everyone has an idea, and you know what? If you go and tell someone an idea, all they can do is give you their opinion back on it, but their opinion is also in make-believe land because they have no data to back up that opinion about whether your idea is good or bad. So the only way to see if you got a good or bad idea, especially in business, is through execution. And execution is the hardest thing to possibly do in business because it means you gotta do the work. You gotta start making your product, you gotta start programming your software, or you gotta start putting your idea out there for people. Do it. That's the only way that you can actually make your ideas happen. Everyone's got them, but execution is the key. Couldn't agree with it more. And nowadays there's no code tools, there's low code tools, there's prototyping, there's prototyping, there's ordering from China, there's working with manufacturers, there's putting together popsicle sticks with glue and rubber bands and making whatever you want to make and seeing if people will react to it some way online or in person in your neighborhood. That's all you gotta do to start doing it. That's been today's Joe Show. If you like my content, hit that subscribe button and mash that bell to get a notification every time I upload a new video. We got motivating content every single Monday. Send it to a friend. Let's keep this channel growing. In the meantime, motivate someone because I love you.